it unwisely on a wall that is set with a bandit shockwire. Takes some damage. He manages to spy the Jaeger of Goga, sitting just by the bar. Necrox inside a tunnel, sees the Legion, misses it. Fabian gets the first kill. Necrox just some poor aim, unable to take out the Legion who pushed up aggressively on blue. I wouldn't be too surprised to see Penta start going for the frags, and they will. Shate eliminates Young. Now Penta holds an advantage of 2. We'll try to take out Fabian, still inside of blue. He's entrenched at the moment, sees his head. Would be a bad start to get flawless against them. Goga takes out BC, and flawless it will be. Penta already a strong start on defense. EG gets nothing. Round number wide of the site. We saw that BC was playing there behind one of the armories. Young takes out Shate. It's going to leave just the glass as well as the Hibana, who sees the Mira. A great shot by Jonas takes Young's head off. And now he has control just of the one wall with the 2 Miras next to Church.
Attackers have located.
Goga pushing into the side, gonna get taken down by BC, who goes for the double and gets it! Eunice eliminated, and Evil Geniuses take their first round of the series.
It differs from typical and traditional smoke grenades. NVK, what a shot! Jonas off the board! The bandit tries to peek, and it only takes one as now BC goes on to Goga, and in 40 seconds, Penta already down by 2.
Pengu gonna be throwing out the gas canisters towards pool table, pushing aggressively, trying to even things out. Not gonna get BC, it will in fact be the other way around, and now Fabian, the last defender, has to deal with an attacker coming from above. Here's the drop from the Buck, cannot hit the shot, the shotgun from Canadian. Doesn't even need to use the rifle. Evil Geniuses win their 2nd round in a row.
Young, who was so hot in the quarterfinals, cooled off yesterday, but Jonas just by the main door, he'll behead BC. The Valkyrie down amidst the smoke, takes some damage, but Jonas gets away with just a tiny bit of health. Good mobility from him in order to get out in time. But behind the Monte, there is a plant going down. Necrox tries to come out, but a good read. Canadian and double will stop the plant in its tracks. Shate eliminating Necrox as he tried to push out, and your diffuser is once again down. But NVK looking the wrong way, not expecting Shate to be there. 2-2, Canadian takes out Shate. It's the glass of Jonas, who's only on 1 shot, goes prone, a 4K from Canadian! They're not going to peek those angles, because in order to expose themselves to NVK to get the kill onto him, they'll be showing to Young, the Blackbeard, who shoots. Jonas takes down Canadian. That is the Hibana. Now Pengu eliminating Necrox. A smart idea to reset him. BC down. Young gets the first kill for EG, but Penta right now in commanding position, as they'll need to get the Thermite back up. Neither member of Evil Genius in position to strike. BC finished off from below. The Blackbeard, no chance. Fabian eliminates him. NVK sees Fabian, lights him up, can't secure. They'll fight for the trade. They get it. And Penta holds on to win the round. Was 3 in a row for EG, but Penta able to answer back. And this site right now looking like their best option from Buck. Now the smokes come down, and Young very smartly retreats inside of Dirt Tunnel. 2 Candelas go down, a 3rd now as well, and a swift coordinated push. Necrox eliminates Fabian, but Shate refrags Canadian down. But the Ying completely eliminated. It's going to be a gunfight as Young takes out Pengu. The glass pushes in, but too close range. NVK, BC, EG a flurry, and they'll go to match point. Appears to be Pengu, whose SMG-11 just barely and narrowly misses the Capitao of Young. He will have an advantage in terms of range due to that ACOG. NVK's 2nd kill will get the Echo. That's his drone down, and now Young will put pressure on side of Stock. Jonas sees the Ash, Pengu and Jonas adding to it, and they'll even it out. This is still anybody's game. And now Goga under fire as the Thermite punishing him, and manages to down him, pulls out. There will be a 2nd, but Canadian, they are 1 away. EG looking to take map number 1, and they are in good position. Final 40 seconds. Pengu inside of Stock, all alone. 1 smoke will go down onto the deployable shield, and now pressure will go onto him from above. Inside of Cash, that is the Buck of Canadian. Pengu gets droned out, but BC just sees him at the last minute. He'll go inside a bar and wait. He knows that there's one inside a garage. No heads-up play by Young as he looks in, looking the wrong way. Pengu able to get out of sight. It's always frightening when Pengu's left in a 1v3 because he can absolutely clutch around for his team, but not today. EG says no thank you. Map 1 goes to them by a score of 5-2, and the crowd very happy about that result. Just going to and wait. Yesterday, a bit of impatience from Canadian led to him being taken down early. The leadoff kill goes to him though as a good distraction, a peek from NVK. He'll lose some health, but the Zofia of Jonas on stairs, punished for it.
Nice kill there from Necrox, eliminating Fabian, and now it's a 3-on-5. As Goga pushes his way into Generator, he's going to contest this smoke at the top of White Stairs, runs out of ammo, pulls out the nade, allowing a down from Young, but it's not enough as Pengu refrags and Goga finishes off that smoke. C4 from below, and NVK with the follow-up, BC with the finisher, and Evil Geniuses will take the first round of Oregon.
Sure sounds like is the case. Necrox on the bottom of the stairs as you hear Capitao doing his job to be able to close them off. Fabian fires the common spots. Young's fire arrow takes out Goga. What is he doing? And they're gonna go for the plant. Necrox amidst the smoke, completely covered right now, and it's gonna be Young trying to keep them alive. 7 seconds, can he get the plant? He does! And you now see Fabian getting lit up himself, and EG just needs to hang on. Will have to be a masterful take from Penta. And Pengu so far off site, doesn't have the speed advantage to him. What a shot as NVK and Young go down, and now an advantage for Penta as they were staring down the barrel of defeat. Fabian with the rotate hole opened up an attic. BC eliminates Shate, and they're gonna wait. That's a double from the Buck. It's all up to Fabian. The Legion, who you had seen trying to get back to fight, miles away, 2-0 EG.
Cleared out the west side entirely, and there aren't very many anchors, interestingly, from Evil Geniuses. They're putting a lot of presence into the meeting hall. And as Canadian pushes up aggressively, that's just giving away kills, as Pengu is not the sort of person to get caught off guard in that circumstance. But the push from Fabian using his Candelas wisely eliminates FVK and BC, who gets taken down by Shate. Necrox refrags onto Goga. There's still life as Necrox gets 2. Pengu goes down, and Evil Geniuses not giving up quite yet. The attack has somehow shifted over to the supply room, the north side of the building. The shotgun push from Young misses the blast, and Fabian gets his second. Young goes down. It's all up to Necrox to get a 4K in order to win this round. He has 50 seconds to delay. Fabian all the way in the sight, sees Necrox, goes for a spray, misses the shots, and Necrox will get the down. 1 HP now for the castle, and as Shate is planting the diffuser, he's not going to be aware. That will prompt him. Shate expecting to push, wins the fight, and Penta win their first round on Oregon.
White Stairs. Another grenade goes in, will take health away from both Fabian as well as Shate. A very aggressive push inside. No smoke grenades to stop them, and the smoke of Pengu manages to hit the shield of Young, who takes him down before Jonas refrags. And that's a draw, but look at Penta. They own that kill feed now. 2 for Jonas, and Fabian adding to BC. It's all up to Necrox and NVK, but Necrox, who's having a wonderful day, takes out 1 before getting eliminated. Jonas, 3 kills for himself. Fabian answers that, and Penta repels a strong push from EG. The telltale sign of the Scorpion as Canadian moves, and Fabian changing weapons will miss him. The Pulse has a heartbeat sensor. Fabian lights him up, downs him. A good pinch from Jonas. They'll finish off Canadian, but there is still NVK inside a kitchen. BC eliminates Fabian, and now you can see a double for BC. NVK gets in on the action. And there's only 2 left. Young eliminating Shate. Pengu out to lunch. He will have a lot of work ahead of him.
He's going to be in a nasty little spot here, waiting for the aggression, though, from the Habana, who will hit that Ella charge, the Gersmont, forcing her into the bathroom stalls. Now Pengu coming around, not going to check this angle from BC, and will die as a result. Evil Geniuses, match point for the second time, or not.
Pengu will go down to push him, and Fabian controls the bottom of the stairs. Smoke brought back to life, as Penta at least in a position to stop this push. And they will begin with Pengu eliminating BC. EG in a tough spot as they will need to funnel in through points that Penta is expecting. Only 15 seconds. They have lots of denial available to them. They do not bother to get Canadian up. They will just simply dive down themselves. NVK can't connect. It's going to be all on Canadian, who uses Withstand to give 1 health for Zofia, but Penta wins a round that they may not have deserved. A great hold, but EG stalling out in the final minute. One of the walls, Necrox smartly falls off as Shate is moved from construction just to rear stage. Fabian eliminating NVK. That was the bandit playing by the mirror window inside a meeting. Penta's looked very, very good and very comfortable at being able to dissolve this beachhead that EG has set up inside of meeting itself.
Fabian gets Necrox using the opening of the mirror window. Great job from him to open it up earlier, allowing that kill to happen. Second one for Penta, or third total, as Shate gets BC. And Evil Geniuses now in a 2-on-5, not looking like they have a good chance here. Canadian going up the stairs, pre-fires from Penta, and Pengu will get that kill. Young getting one on the flank though. He still has a lot of time to delay, but he's a great operator to do so. As he attempts this ace clutch. Moving back into box, here come the gas canisters to cut the rotation off. Pengu not gonna be breathing that in for some reason. He's gonna have to deal with the post plant now. A push from Pengu, ill-advised. Young only needs to find 3 more, and because of that, Penta will get much more conservative. Firebolt's going to cut off rotation. Looking under the drop, eating a lot of flames, and Young put onto half HP. He's still got a chance to win this round, but he's got to do it in the next couple seconds. It doesn't look likely as Young gets fully blind, and Fabian from behind, hearing that call from his teammate, will secure the kill. Penta put it on to match point in favor of Evil Geniuses. Grenades start coming out to clear the utility. Fabian still has plenty of goo mines. He's just going to have to wait for them to regenerate. Falling back, in fact, to the main lobby, which NVK is going to catch 2 off guard, but only get 1. No, he can't get the second. Fabian with the refrag, though he is on very low HP.
Torn apart as he tries to retake kitchen. That's efficient. They've used about half of the round. Now pushed you after he was in the main lobby, gone up the main stairwell. Barbed wire behind him will be destroyed. That would have been an audio cue that somebody was coming. And they trade. BC eliminated though. What a round from the Buck to carry his team. 1v3 for Pengu, a situation where we've seen that clutch factor can go quite far. And he will have to do it if he wants to avoid overtime. Some shots will rattle through the big window as he sits just underneath it. He'll go out for a kill into the Capital. He'll be rewarded, but they know his position, and almost a crossfire established just as you wait for Necrox to get into sight. Instead, Pengu will push up. It's Canadian who's trying to get a cover. Necrox gets off the defuse, and overtime awaits us for Oregon.
Surely Penta will expect said rotation. In fact, no, there's no one watching the main lobby as NVK goes for run out and will get the kill. What a job there from NVK, seeing the hole and seizing it. A second from behind. Shate goes down. Gonna get a third. Gets lit up inside Armory. Elsewhere, lots of frags going down for both teams, and it evens out into a 3-on-2. Penta have control over Generator. The diffuser is in the hands of Pengu though, repelling on the B windows. Here comes the push from the Capital, and BC's not expecting it. The main hallway uncovered. Necrox will refrag it, leaving Pengu now in a 1-on-2, but he's inside of B. Necrox gets the kill, and Evil Geniuses go up 5-4. What a hold there from EG.
Looks like BC primed with one of those grenades that have been so good. Area towards the bomb site denied. Shate just misses that frag grenade and uses his last toxic babe. Necrox breathing it in will try to get out of there in time, but cannot. He gets felled on the stairs, but not finished off. Young just waiting to see, but Jonas, his second kill. That's Young down as he had pushed in. Plant going off will give away the position. They're gonna hope that NVK can cover. He'll get one. NVK manages to stick it, and BC gets diffuser down as BC takes out Fabian before Pengu eliminates NVK. It's 2-2, and Necrox has been downed on the stairs, as well as Shate, who's been downed as well. So we'll come down to the Mira battling against the Buck. On the line here is the potential for EG to be able to go to series point. You can hear the Mira coming down, but Penta will win this one. BC falls, Pengu plays that smart, and we will have an 11th round. Hit the barbed wire at the bottom of white. EG holds an advantage. Shate jumps up on top of Laundry. As smoke hits him perfectly, he'll get about half of his health taken off. He'll have to pull back. Only 20 seconds left. Necrox inching up so close. One goes down. Pengu doesn't look, sees the mute. Necrox and Canadian, it's 5-2 for EG. And Necrox still uncontested. EG, one map away from the championship.
The top of red stairs, that was Necrox when he died, putting that there. So they're going to need to retrieve it. There's not a whole lot of time for them to do so. NVK's use of Jackal will detect the roamer downstairs. BC takes down Pengu. And now BC having a heck of a round and a match. There's only 23 seconds left. Canadian not necessarily watching his flank from reading. Eunice gonna take him down because of that, and Young going for the plant right now inside of A. It doesn't look like there's an anchor to stop him. The retake rushing in. Bandit not gonna see him, but will eventually get the kill. Young goes down and BC from behind. No, Eunice with the flick, it's MVK. Shate covers the flank of the Bandit and wins the round for Penta. What a round there. Common mirror window, but still very useful. You can see Fabian going on to those east windows, going to try and grenade the mirror window to disable it. BC, conscious of this, will not be playing anywhere near it and will actually get the kill because of his rotation. Pushing into the site though, Necrox gets a double kill. Pengu looked poised to get that one, but couldn't lock it down. Now it's all.
They can probably work their way, but Necrox, after getting picked back up, will get kill number 3. He's had such a good day. Jonas downstairs gets pressured by NVK. It's seen NVK playing that Ella had worked just outside a reading room for most of the time against Rogue. It was Easily who was dispatched to counter him on Rogue, and now Jonas will do so. Same operator, same relative area. Jonas, though, running out of time. 10 seconds and 4 members of Evil Geniuses left. They'll look to equalize. Inside Jonas will go. Necrox, 4 kills in 1 round. EG equalizes. That is a crucial tool in the final minutes. Another grenade goes down and just misses Fabian. Push back up very smartly onto white stairs, expecting a push from Evil Geniuses. Right now it's a standoff as Young takes down Goga. Suppressed MP5 of Shate eliminates Necrox, who had a great previous round. That's going to leave double numbers for Evil Geniuses. Fabian and Shate remain. 2 operators you want on site, but Fabian downed and finished off. 3 kills for Canadian. He'll lead by example. And Shate, the Echo, inside a cigar, under fire. He'll push out. It's shot through a wall. The diffuser not in his hands. BC comes in. Shate eliminated, and Evil Geniuses takes over the lead. Map number 3 on Cafe. Taking some damage, pushes off of A inside of the hallway.
In Red Hall, it's a very dangerous position. BC with the C4 from below. Great job. That's Shate, the Buck eliminated. He was inside of Piano, I believe. Great job there to deal with that. Opening up rotation downstairs, it seems like Evil Geniuses are going to want to go for rotation. As Eunice takes down NVK, it's nice and even between these teams. Young goes down as well. Goga on the top of the red stairs. Penta's looking pretty strong as Pengu gets another. Necrox eliminated, and it's all down to Canadian and BC, who's going to miss a lot of shots. Now just Troy, the team captain of Evil Geniuses, downstairs. He has the heartbeat detector. He has the information, but he's got to go for a 40-second retake onto the site against 4 players. Candela's onto the red stairs.
A retake against Penta in a 1v4, almost an impossible situation. I do not envy Canadian whatsoever. C4 will miss, and that's one of his levers of control gone. He's amidst the smoke. He sees the Ying run down. He'll take Fabian, but on the stairs, there's one more member of Penta waiting for him. Jonas gonna move up to the actual diffuser itself. Goga manages to take Canadian down. There was no way he was getting back to the site. Penta reads that perfectly, and we are tied. Similar fate.
Opening up that red stairs drop down with the Habana. Eunice gets NVK. That looked like it might have been on the east balcony. It's not a good angle to lose as Eunice is just in the middle of open area. No, it was actually above as NVK dropped in the skylight. Shate gets the second for Penta. BC goes down. Evil Genius is now in a bad spot. 3-5. Wow, what a shot there from Shate, seeing the head of Young and just picking it down. Work miracles here as he comes into the red hallway very slowly. He has enough time to justify this, but he's going to have to face a mirror window, which will likely result in his death. It will. Pengu, a pre-play C4 on that wall, gets the kill. Necrox now the last attacker. Coming up from the same exact spot will give away his position and have to relocate. Coming over towards the main lobby stairs, he's just looking for a pick or 2. He's going to have to ace in 15 seconds. It doesn't seem likely. Sees the defender on top of the wheel, and he's not going to win that fight. Pengu takes it swiftly, putting us on 3-2. White hallway, and he's going to spot out BC, calling it for his team. Crossfire trying to be established there from NVK on the white stairs, but it's a Montaigne, and he's got a pretty good arc to hold. Fabian eliminates NVK. That's the white stairs pressure gone now for the defense. And here comes the push. Mirror window disabled, and the last defender is Young. Inside a freezer, he goes down. Penta put it on a match point. Meaning gonna drone himself in. sees that his drone is destroyed and now going to be very scared of Eunice, who is the bandit inside of Piano. Teammate droning him in, and it's going to be pressure from behind now for Eunice as the panel gets opened up. He can't hit his shots, but from behind, Canadian hitting his, and Necrox will get the kill. Evil Genius's control over Piano and man advantage. Sees the Echo, but with the hammer out, it's not going to matter. He's actually going to die too. Shate Young with a double to respond. It's all down to Shate though with 1 HP. He gets the headshot on BC, but Young a 3K. And Evil Geniuses put it under 4-3. That was a beautiful play from Evil Geniuses. They read the grenade that happened from Shate last time they defended this top floor, and then Canadian responded by rotating all the way downstairs, expecting it. Yuna's gonna take out Necrox. Pengu has control over bathroom. Goga gets BC.
And that was a very good play there. Necrox distracted Fabian, taking NVK. The second time around, this Monty push that we see from Penta is absolutely crushing EG now. Canadian, once again, in a situation where he will need to clutch. It's a 1v4, taken down to next to no health. He'll take Goga, but he now has a shield in his way. Very difficult, with only one. Be able to eliminate a Monty, but Penta takes their first map. We're gonna go. Bang. Next up, what a good push and a great strategy for them to be able to close out Cafe. Upstairs with one concussive mind, Jonas positioned on the level. He was joined by Company as both of these concussive blasts will hit one another. Fabian takes out NVK before Young has his back. That's the catch, the Penta down. NVK still searching for a kill. Did not get one on map number 3 at all. Jonas comes down and both Necrox and he will be totally caught out. Young loses his health before Necrox is there to get his team, but Goga taking out Canadian. It is back and forth. Pengu, what a shot. Leave just the smoke of Necrox. He is Diffuser on stairs though with 40 seconds. That's a lot of control to have.
All he needs to do now is delay. He's got the perfect utility to do so. Necrox just waiting. Here's the Hibana pushing, sees him now, will get the headshot. Pengu goes down, 12 seconds left. Necrox pushes upstairs, gives up the diffuser, but he could potentially stop it from above. Gonna be fighting
5 seconds remaining
with Goga. Rather, that's Shate who wins the fight. Necrox goes down, and Penta take round number 1 of Bang. Geniuses, they're gonna have to get a little bit more aggressive.
10 operators still alive as we are just seconds away from hitting the final 30. BC punishes Jonas. It was the Vigil who was playing off-site earlier on. Smokes go down and Young will drop, but Goga there ready to catch him. He sprints away towards White Stairs. We from EG able to get in. Canadian trades off Pengu, and they now have control of CCTV. They can go for a successful plan. BC will use his life as NVK takes Fabian down. Goga finishes off what little was BC. Canadian though, a big round, leaving just Shate. That Echo drone still very much in play. Diffuser picked up, but he's running out of time. He will have to do it manually as the Yokai drone shot. Shate knows Diffuser going down. EG just waiting. NVK gets a kill for his team. We have a ball game. It is 1-1.
They've opened up a hole in the wall here, and this hole is going to allow some of the attackers to play the angle. Necrox goes down quite swiftly as Fabian gets him peeking wide in the sight.
Pengu lost some health there, almost able to stop them before those X-Karos go off, though. Goga now charging into the site. Young is felled. But to Canadian, where does he come from? Goodbye, Goga, goodbye, Jonas. Another C4 goes off. Canadian right now holding the round together for his team. That's the leadership they need. Now Shate comes in, Pengu takes out BC. That crowd goes quiet. It's still 2v2. You can hear the metal detectors beeping in the background. It's NVK and the Valkyrie of Canadian versus the Hibana and the Ash. They'll have to outduel 2 of the best operators on attack. You can hear Canadian working away at the wall. NVK takes 1 down. That's all up to Pengu who takes out NVK. It's 1v1. Canadian has 4 kills. Diffuser going off. Canadian will need an ace in order to stick this through. Off of the plan he goes. He'll just waste time. And Evil Geniuses has the lead. Smoke goes off, no C4s for them, still 30 seconds, so Young will have an opportunity. That is all of the utility from the defenders at the moment deprived. Shate finishes off NVK as he went frag hunting inside of the garage. He'll likely get on his yokai and try to stop them. You see the pulse pressure's up, BC waiting. Young manages to get the defuse slightly down before the yokai knocks him out of it. And now Canadian is going to have to help his team. He sees the head of Mira, cannot connect, but Necrox eliminating Jonas. EG just running out of time. Now Goga steps up, he'll down one. EG was in good position, but just not fast enough. Penta holds steady, and they will tie it up at 2 each. It's running out of time for EG. Penta hung on. Difference. That camera is designed only to see the balcony from above. Very difficult for Penta to be able to spot it. We'll give information as Necrox now looks to roam. Canadian takes out Pengu, who doesn't need a shield. Monty confronts NVK before BC picked off by the sprinting Ash of Shate. NVK goes for it, but very smartly Penta situated. Necrox on the flank takes out Shate and now sprints in through Archives. He'll look to go back to Tellers. Canadian, who'd gone downstairs, gets exposed, looking to see if there was anybody inside of escape tunnel. The Monty will push Young, and oh my, what a duel for the ages, but you cannot pressure a shield. Fabian, a bulldozer inside of sight. Take Young out of action, and now they will go for the plant. On the desk of CEO office. Canadian, though, creeps up. He manages to get up, knows there's a shield incoming. He will get out of there.
Sees the thermite, can't win that one. Necrox up from the main lobby stairs. Will down at least Goga. Now the last attacker is a shield, that's Fabian, and the defuse plant is not down. So Necrox, all he needs to do is wait. Maybe didn't see that Claymore. We'll see the shield of Fabian lay down some fire, just trying to deny that pickup, secures the kill. Gonna take this slowly. Here comes the smoke. Fabian gonna need to try something brave here as he possibly goes for a plant. Baiting it out, goes for the ADS. Necrox can't hit his shot, and Fabian wins it. How does that happen?
At the moment, you can see that Goga, Pengu, and Shate will start to get towards the doorways. This is going to be tough for Evil Geniuses. They don't have a ton of utilities left. A great shot from Goga. Oh my, as Canadian falls. You see Pengu trying to peek around that corner, but BC from above takes out Goga. That will allow Necrox to have a lesser challenge getting inside. Shate takes out BC. He goes for a second. What a shootout from the Legion. EG left with NVK. He hasn't had a good game so far. It won't get any better as Fabian finishes him. Match point for Penta. They have seized momentum. They are 1 round away from setting it to map number 5 with the C4. You drop the shield from the Montaigne, and then you get the frag.
No yokai yet left as Fabian gets NVK. C4 is not going to do anything. Montaigne still has plenty of HP. Here comes the push and the plant from Goga. The second C4, though, will take down Goga, the Spaniard. Now it's an even match here with only 45 seconds. Shate still on that flank watch. Will get Necrox, who's made that very same flank many times before. In fact, the last Invitational. Heartbeat detector still in hands of Troy, but a team kill! BC eliminating Canadian, the Pulse. And now he will not be able to make the push as the defuse plant comes down. It's 2 versus 4. Eunice from deep inside of the server stairs will get BC. Young responds onto Pengu. There's only 1 defender left to deny this, and it's not gonna happen. Penta win, bank, put it onto the final map of this best of 5.
5 maps between these 2 teams in our grand finals. Could you have it any other way?
Is very far off the site, not relying too heavily on an anchor. Instead, going for that retake strategy, which has worked for them a little bit in the past. Eunice going to be rotating back in. Canadian will take him down. Goga from the main hallway loses that fight. BC absolutely on fire. And the last defender is Fabian in the main lobby. He's looking to deny the attackers pushing in from main hallway into projector, but it's too little too late as Necrox is planting the diffuser side of the other bomb site. 30 seconds now. Fabian going to be having to retake up these stairs. A very difficult push, and he will be caught out in the middle of it. BC wins the round for his team of 3K.
They are applying a ton of pressure to him. It's Fabian who's going to rotate now to try and find the Vigil who was last seen downstairs.
Pengu takes out BC. What a shot there. Tiny angle for him to finagle and put his team now in a 1-man advantage. Evil Geniuses looking like they're having a bad time right now. Downstairs, the roamers not going to be overly effective. As Canadian attempting to come from the main hallway, Shate's going to take out the other anchor. That's Young. Canadian from behind hasn't been spotted out. The glass is peeking, wins the fight. Eunice on fire. Necrox the last defender alive as Shate takes NVK out of this picture. He's going to have to retake onto a post plant with 5 alive on Penta. It would be one of the greatest clutches in Rainbow Six history if he were to manage to win this. He does have the Boss G, which is an interesting weapon, could swing in his favor if he's hitting shots right now. It's one, a single bullet to take Chate down. Here's the other on the mirror window. That was Fabian. He lost his opportunity. A second for Necrox as he drops into the main lobby. Looking for this fight, sees the Claymore, can't move all the way in. It gets a third though, Gogo goes down. And can he get two more? No sir. Pengu inside a projector locks that out. But you gotta feel Penta uncomfortable in that.
The opportunity to be able to get in there. Okay, will at least alert the defenders to his presence. Fabian's made his way back up to Aquarium, goes for some shots through the wall in the luggage. It's BC there waiting to greet him, but the Valkyrie will be able to peel off. Sitting just by the pool table, Goga, who was brought back to life, fixes Necrox, bonded down, leaving 3 for EG. Eunice, despite being disoriented, a remarkable kill onto NVK, leaving young NBC, and what a swift finish as Penta takes their very first lead of our final map.
Sees the yellow, doesn't hit the one tap. That was actually Fabian, another Penta member who gets the kill. Chate will get a nade on a Necrox as well, and now Penta in commanding lead of this round. Can they get the third? They certainly can. Chate from Projector gets MVK as he attempts to rotate out. The roam clear from Penta was absolutely vicious.
Spearheaded by that Glaz's push inside of VIP. BCC4, as you can see, only really got the circular couch inside of VIP. He'll get taken down by Pengu, who is back from the dead. Young will have to hold off against a tide. He get hit with a Twitch drone, his position given away. The Twitch drone could have potentially taken out the Mira. A flawless round from Penta as Pengu eliminates Young. It's a strong start as EG went up by 1, but now 3 rounds in a row. Penta looking unbeatable for the moment.
It's going to force the defense to be a little bit more scared, I'm sure, as Young opens up this delivery doorway, looking for the fight.
Just final 30 seconds. Another Gu goes down. Young takes out Jonas, and on stairs, Fabian, though, just off site, takes out Canadian as he's able to get back in. A smoke goes down, and you can see Young falls too. All of EG is very low. So if Pengu and Fabian can hold on, this will go the way of the Europeans.
15 seconds left.
You hear the timer itself. Pengu still under pressure, will be shot at from 2 angles in just a moment. Pengu, what a shot on the NVK! He gets 2! Now an advantage for EG. Goes away. Necrox just needs to find Fabian, who will hold on. Necrox, no diffuser. Penta match point! What a round from them! Sitting just above the cool vibe stairs. Goga rappelling in onto the balcony, just outside of Hall of Fame. The flash rattles off in the background, and they're going to have to hurry. They are only seconds away from potentially being crowned winners, but a big C4 from Goga will blow this wide open. Chate goes up on top of the bed, breathes in some toxic gas, and will now go for a plant himself. How effectively is Pengu going to be able to cover that fire? He gets BC. Can Pengu keep going? He's looked so good. Pengu, but Necrox takes him down. What a clutch! And EG stays alive! They'll get the diffuser. Penta not taking this just yet. Necrox on the balcony, waiting inside of sight. They have a numbers advantage, and they're not too poorly on time. Fabian still has not been found out. Instead of being on the first floor, he's up in billiards. He could potentially get a wonderful flank off. Goga goes for a pre-fire. Young loses shield. Canadian, a volley. Almost a flawless round. It's all Fabian. He's inside of theater, but he's going to have a lot of bodies to fight through. He sees BC, a flawless round. EG 2 in a row. They'll go back to defense. Could we have overtime? The shield up on his back and shoulders trying to get the plant. Fabian holding down any rotation through courtyard, but BC takes out Goga, and EG finds himself quite comfortable. Fabian dives in, but they stop him. What a trade! There's only 1 left. Chate, can we see overtime? He starts his comeback with 1 kill. He does not hold the diffuser. There's only 30 seconds the clock. He moves towards the main door. There is barbed wire in there. That will let EG know. But you can see, there's only 1 inside. It's the Mira of BC. Can he return fire? A crossfire in overtime? Why not? Just by that window to catch any projectile. If Necrox vaults in, be certainly to his doom. Canadian, though, comes out of nowhere. That's the captain. They work together. Great communication. Goga dislodged, but Pengu, as the Vigil just nearby, will eliminate BC. NBK and Canadian a rally, 2 away, but Pengu comes in. He takes Necrox down before retreating himself. There's the Blackbeard on the window, and now Fabian on the flank. 2 each. Canadian has a tiny portion of health. He holds that diffuser. Pengu down, Fabian all alone in theater. He sticks the diffuser, waits for the audio kit. Young will need to cover. There is a C4 from Fabian. He primes it. Canadian falls off. He goes down. Young will need to get in. He has only 10 seconds, and he enters. They will be in a standoff. Can he get the Valkyrie? 2 seconds. Young pushes up, running out of time. Neither get it. Penta, hold on. Oh my, match point. Penta. By security. Sunrise has been completely forfeited. You've lost blue bar as well. They have very smartly circled back. Fabian is on flank watch from above. You can expend one down, but wow, NBK eliminates Jonas, and that smoke, you cannot see through it. Amidst the smoke, you can see the plant going down. Fabian gets Necrox, who goes on the flank. Shate uncontested, diffuser goes down. Now EG will need to retake the site. But Young trading off Goga. Fabian takes NBK down. BC, it's 2-2. It's Pengu and Fabian left. 2 of the best known players on that team. Their captain sufficient, Fragger, Fabian down, it's Pengu, the Ash just waiting, or rather the Hibana just waiting. They'll look to push together. The diffuser in a position where they'll have to see when the Hibana goes through. One will cover the doorway as they start to defuse. Pengu goes for one onto Young, can he go the second? They're often known as the best team in the world, never having that distinction until today. Penta are your world champions, the second Invitational.